win like $10,000.
What the hell are you doing?
You remember?
You're wearing that shirt again.
I can't really hear you. Yeah, I'm wearing a shirt.
Oh, you're on speaker, that's why. Can you hear
Hold
me
on,
that
let me
good?
lower the TV.
I'm on my way to Target to pick up a gift card for my daughter's friend for her birthday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
How's hold on a
we're
second.
doing a drive-by birthday party today. We're gonna drive by, throw presents at her out the window, I guess.
So, you just kind of hang out in the car, or how does that work?
Yeah, you just drive by, they hang out in the driveway, I guess, and you wave at them. I might have to set that up for my daughter, I think, too.
That's cool.
Yeah, it should be. So what are we going to talk about?
Well, I don't really know. But I'll tell you this. We're very excited for Below Deck.
Oh, yeah, Below Deck. I've heard of that show.
There's a show on Below Deck Sailing Yacht. Very excited for this show.
Season 2, and it starts this week.
The
on
premiere.
Bravo.
The premiere is Monday at 5 o'clock. 9 o'clock.
Hey, thanks for the plug, buddy.
Below Deck Sailing Yacht.
Oh, and just so anybody watching knows, the reason we're saying that is because that's the show I'm currently working on. The show I'm currently spending all my time doing, and the reason that we haven't been recording lately, because I've been very busy.
Yeah. You're a busy man.
Well, not only did I just start working again, Mike started working a couple weeks back too. So
I did.
Then,
We're both working men, so we haven't had time to like really film stuff. But
yeah, we went from both of us being unemployed, not working, to both of us working heavy schedules again.
pretty much. That's pretty much the case.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we got lots to talk about. I mean, why don't we talk about this WandaVision show? Did you see this WandaVision show?
I didn't watch the most recent episode yet. I'll be watching that today.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet either. But so far, I'm up to where Vision's kind of catching on to her shenanigans or whatever's happening here, and I think I'm too behind. But
yeah, I don't
it's
know which
good.
way Vision's going to swing. It seems like he's going to, be against Wanda at this point. But
Yeah.
what's her face? What's her name? The one with the glasses.
Oh yeah.
Who's in Thor?
Yeah. I know. The one from the Step Brothers. Right?
Audrey or something. His name Audrey? No, his name's not Audrey.
Yeah, Audrey.
A bunch of bikers just passed by.
Yeah, I hear something. I hear something
Maybe
crazy
I'm in a
going on
rough
over there.
neighborhood. With what?
It sounds like you're in a parade.
Well, I was in a parade of 2 motorcycles. It was intense.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
WandaVision's
I was scared.
good. I've been enjoying WandaVision, and Jenny and I saw a great limited series on Netflix. Fantastic six episode series.
What's that called?
I think you would watch. It's called Behind Her Eyes.
Behind her eyes. What
Behind
about
her
eyes
eye-
on her behind? I want to watch eyes on her behind.
Not her behind, but behind her eyes.
Eyes on her behind.
Yeah.
Love it.
So it's really
Behind
really
her eyes.
great.
What's that all about?
It's about it's like one of those thriller twists, It's about a couple that moves to a town in London or outside of London, and the husband's secretary becomes friends with the wife, and also has an interesting relationship with the boss, who's the husband.
Well, that sounds exciting.
But it's really really good. It's 6 episodes, and it becomes like a thriller, so it's really good.
What is the behind her eyes referencing? Are we seeing things from one person's point of view, or are we learning about what's going on in her mind?
It's a huge spoiler, so I can't say anything.
Oh, never mind then. I bet it's about her behind.
Yeah. So there's that, and then That's pretty much it. Star Wars, like, I don't really have a lot of Star Wars news. The Gina Carano thing, we can kind of. I don't really need to get into that. I don't think you need to get that. Good.
That was a weird situation. I think that she was pushing some buttons, and they probably kept warning her to stop pushing buttons, and she kept pushing buttons, and it's a tough situation.
It's really easy not to push a button. Just don't push the button.
What? Lost you.
I said it's really easy not to push a button if someone tells you not to push it. Like,
Yes.
if I'm here and you're like, Mike, don't push that button, or we're gonna get fired. I'm not gonna push the button. You know?
Yeah. If somebody puts me in, I will watch my P's and Q's. I will get off Twitter. There's no way in hell. If somebody invited me to go to a Star Wars set, I would delete my Twitter for them. I don't care.
Yeah,
People
man.
gotta stop being so vocal about their political views.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
I think everybody's too political on their.
I do think everyone is too political, but I do think that she dug her own grave. I'm not going to talk about political views here, whether I agree or disagree. It doesn't really matter. Like, what she did was completely stupid and ignorant, and I think she got what she deserved.
So. Just so if anybody watching this doesn't know, and I'm sure you already do, I think she got busted for making some tweets comparing people of her political persuasion being persecuted and comparing them to Jews in the Holocaust, which is a really dumb thing to say.
Well, look, you're in Star Wars. It's 2021, social media. You're a role model for kids and young girls, and they look at what you put out there. So try to act the responsibility you have of this role. You try to be responsible.
They all have clauses in their contract where they're not supposed to go out there and make asses out of themselves and do that kind of stuff. I think she was just too much of a hard ass and said, "You're not going to tell me what to do." So
anyway, so that's
people didn't used to know people's political opinions back in the day. It used to be unless people came out and were outspoken activists out there protesting and really making their voices heard. Like, people stayed quiet about their own political stuff. It was
I didn't
impolite
know
to bring up political
about
stuff.
anyone's political. When I watched Die Hard for the first time, you think I knew if Bruce Willis was gay, straight, or lesbian, or transsexual? I didn't know.
I hope that he's gay.
I always assumed, but I didn't know.
No.
Well,
he's supposedly banging Demi Moore, which I think makes him straight.
Yeah, but I think she's a man.
But I never saw him do it.
No, I think
I never once saw him bang Demi Moore.
No, but she's gay.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Now you see how fast.
Oh yeah, she did. She married Ashton Kutcher. Ashton Kutcher is basically a woman.
Well, that's true. That's true. But an example, you
prettier than me.
Actually, you could say something. We put this on the internet, and somebody, some dingus out there is gonna think that we're serious.
Some dingle hopper.
But other than that, the other Star Wars news that I wanted to mention is that Nintendo had a Nintendo Direct, like a press conference thing, like a video thing, and there was a Star Wars game was announced, and it was called Star Wars Hunters, and it's a multiplayer online shooting game type of thing. So it makes me think of it's going to be like a Fortnite or like Call of Duty or like a team-based shooter game. And here's where it's cool, Bill. Here's where you'll like this.
Okay, I'm ready.
It's going to be on Nintendo Switch, which is not a big deal to you, but it's also going to be cross.
I might get Nintendo Switch for my kids, so it might be a big deal.
Listen, it's going to be cross-platform on mobile phones.
You can play on I could play on Nintendo Switch, and you could play on like Xbox or something.
No. You could play on your phone.
Oh, okay.
So Edison could play on his Switch, you could play on your phone, and I could play on my phone, and we're all playing together.
Okay, I'm on board with this. If I could play on my phone, I'm on board.
As long as
play a video game, the only video games I play, but my kids play a lot of they play two video games, Roblox and Minecraft. But I haven't played a video game in a long time.
Well, that's why I know.
Besides,
And
at
I
my
know you're not
house,
gonna go buy a console for yourself, and you're not gonna steal your kid's console. So I said, if it's on your phone, what do you have? An
yeah,
Android? You have an Android or an iPhone?
yeah, I might be getting my kids a Nintendo Switch, so that might be worth it.
Well, what do you
Last
have?
game I played, video game I played was Double Dragon 3 on NES with my
Great game.
son.
That's a great game. You know, they have a new Double Dragon that's on Switch that we could play too.
Really?
They do, yeah, and they have Streets of Rage. That's a good one. It's like Double Dragon.
Oh, I love Rage.
No, I was saying, what kind of phone do you have? An Android or a small or a iPhone?
I got an iPhone. I don't have the balls to try to switch to a different phone, even though I know they have better cameras and stuff. I'm so used to an iPhone, I could never switch.
Yeah, me
So I'll
too.
end up paying out of my ass for the rest of my life.
I know. I have an iPhone too. I wouldn't switch now. I think it's a little too late to switch. But my point is, it should be able to work on all like somewhat modern iPhones. Like you don't need like the 12 or whatever. You should still be able to play on like an 11 or a 10 or something.
I think I have an 11. I think.
That's what I have. I like my 11. It doesn't really break or anything.
No, well, I haven't broken mine because I don't leave my house. Right now, I'm leaving my house, which is a fun, odd occurrence for me.
That's good. Are you
These
gonna?
days,
Are you
I just
gonna
sit
get
at my house and make TV shows all day. And that's it.
Are you gonna get the vaccine?
I will get it as soon as I can.
Cool. Yeah, me too.
I got to be older though, which I'm trying to do. Trying to get older.
Yeah. Well, you know what? If you get to tomorrow, you're already on the right path.
Hey man, I'm doing my best. I promise you, I'll most likely make it to tomorrow.
I think you'll make it.
Let's hope.
I have full confidence in you.
Well, I'm going to make it to Target. I can see the building right now.
What else? Before we get too sidetracked, the Bad Batch. Bad Batch comes out May 4th.
Bad Batch comes out. Yeah, I'm excited
on
about
May
that.
4th. That's cool.
Now, is this going to look more like Clone Wars or look more like Rebels? I'm hoping it's going to look like Clone Wars, right?
From the trailer that we saw, it looks like Clone Wars to me.
Doesn't that cost a lot more money to make?
Well, yeah, but I mean, they did season 7. We got season 7. It looked like Clone Wars, and it took like a while. This took like probably the same amount of time. So I would imagine they're using the same team that finished the season. Well, it's a Clone Wars team, but like I imagine that they just took a little more time due to budget. That it took more time for them to put into this season, and they did it. And I think it's gonna be Clone Wars technology. It looks like it.
God, I hope so, and I hope it's good, man.
I know. From the character designs I've seen, I mean, the troopers look awesome. I mean,
hopefully they go as dark as those episodes of season 7, the Bad Batch episodes of season 7, because that was great.
I think it's gonna get really dark. I'm excited to see Fennec. So Fennec is gonna be I guess a mercenary, bounty hunter type character.
Oh, that's the girl from Mandalorian.
Yeah. So we'll see a little backstory on her and how she
bounty hunter. Was she a bounty hunter?
Well, when they're hunting her on Tatooine, they say she's a mercenary. I forget the clan she's with, or like the
So I guess she can be a bounty hunter from time to time.
I don't know if it's Black Sun. I don't think it's Black Sun. I think it's something else. But she could have started out as a bounty hunter and then went merc. Even if she's a mercenary, she could work somehow for the Republic or for the Separatists at this point. I don't know. Well, the Separatists are. This is like during season 7?
I don't know.
But like, is this before like Palpatine takes the Senate and Anakin turns? Like
I think it's during, right? Didn't we get through it during the trailer that actually showed some of the Palpatine speech where he took over?
Yeah, I think we get some of it during and then some of it after, or before, during, and after. So it'd be interesting to see, all these characters and then where they fall, like where a lot of things fall that we don't know about. Because at season 7 we skipped ahead, right? We skipped ahead to Vader finding Ahsoka's lightsabers on Ilum. So it skipped ahead. So now we got to see we got to take a step back and really kind of see where the pieces fell right after Vader turns and the Empire is formed from the Republic. It'd be really, really cool to see some of the troopers and the brothers and like what happens exactly after that. I hope we get. I wasn't too excited about this at first, but now as it's getting closer and closer, and Revenge of the Sith every day becomes more and more and more higher on my list.
Yeah.
This is becoming like more exciting to me.
Revenge of the Sith is a very good movie, I think. It's got some parts that I'm not so into, but overall, man, so much shit hinges on Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, I mean, I tell people a prequel's in my top 3, and they just laugh at me. But like, I just and I understand A New Hope for a lot of people. It changed the game. It is Star Wars. We wouldn't have Star Wars without it and all this. But like, from a watchable,
A New Hope's one of the lowest on my list. I think it's a fine movie, but I think it's a fine movie in relation to Empire and Jedi, in my opinion. It sets up those two movies in my little brain. I mean, I was born while Empire was coming out, so I really came into the game during Jedi. So
maybe we have the same top 3. I don't know. I don't think we've ever done this together. We may have.
I haven't really thought about my top 3 in a long time. It's hard to do with the new ones coming out, but I don't know if I'd put those up with Revenge. I mean, Return of the Jedi might be my pinnacle Star Wars movie, just because that's the one imprinted on me because I saw that first in theaters.
Yeah. So for me, I did see Return in theaters, but I was really young. I would say it's got to be Empire's 1. Can never take that spot away. Return of the Jedi is 2. Revenge of the Sith is 3 for me. And then after that, I'd say A New Hope. And then it gets fuzzy.
A New Hope's fine, but there's like no real lightsaber duel and there's no real force shit going on. It's like it just kicks everything off. I mean, it's fine. It's a fine film, but
I know.
It doesn't have any of the mystical bullshit that I need.
When I watch A New Hope now, I don't really watch it without the commentary by Ben Burt and George Lucas and like the commentary. You know what I'm talking about, where they talk over the film?
Yes, of course. I don't know if I've watched that. I should.
I watch it that way because A New Hope to me is like Star Wars being born.
Yes.
And it's more enjoyable to me today. That can change as I get older. But like I like looking at little things and going, oh shit, they used Ralph McQuarrie a little bit here, but then Filoni took it 30 years later and they used that robot in the background as a big character in Clone Wars. Like I like finding stuff like that. And with the commentary, you get some of that, and I think every anniversary we get for each film, we're going to get a little bit more because as Star Wars evolves, they're going to take more and more pieces of the OT and obviously Ralph McQuarrie's work, which was heavily used and not so much used, but also heavily used in the original trilogy. So that's cool for me. But back to my point, Revenge of the Sith is top 3. I'm excited for Bad Batch. I want to see more around that film, and this is going to give that to us, I think.
You know what might be a good movie?
What?
And I thought about this while you were giving me the commentary.
Rogue One.
The Making of A New Hope, I think, would be a good movie.
Don't they have that?
The Making of? I know. I mean, I'm not talking about a documentary. I'm talking about an actual like feature film.
Oh.
That would be interesting, I think. I mean, if you have to get a little creative with it, but I mean, there's so much horseshittery going on behind the scenes with them rejecting different cuts and how they had to reshoot a lot of it and how he wanted to make Flash Gordon and he couldn't. And
yeah, that would be good.
There's a lot of story behind the beginning of that movie.
Yeah, because like Empire of Dreams really doesn't cover a lot of that stuff.
I think it'd be a good movie.
I'd
watch it.
Why don't we make it?
Okay. Get started on that, and I'll buy myself a camera, and you get some lights.
I'll get some. Well, I got a nice backyard we could film some interviews in.
Okay, on board. Let's do it. Backyard.
Well, you call George.
I'll give him a call. I'll get him on the phone. I'll ring him up on my cell phone.
Hey, how funny was that inappropriate George Lucas model shoot that got on the Pop Culture Hour page?
Oh, that was pretty funny.
You got a little excited about that.
Of course I did. I've only jerked off to it 3 times though.
Yeah, Johnny and Emily didn't find it very funny. I thought it was pretty funny.
In case any of you don't know what it is, it's a picture of a lady dressed up as sexy George Lucas
with the beard and everything.
with the beard and the boobs and all that fun stuff that you love about George Lucas.
I think the beard sold me. If she didn't have the beard, I don't think it would have been a good costume.
It couldn't have been a good costume. It would have looked like a sexy construction worker.
Yeah, she needed the beard.
Because she had the flannel shirt, sort of. I'm gonna have to bring up that. We're gonna have to plop up that image right now. Boop.
Boop.
Maybe you'll have to resend me that image so I can put it up.
There you go.
But all right, I got to go inside to Target. So
all right, man.
Wrap this sucker up.
Let's do this later tonight.
Okay, sounds good.
I love you.